Hello, everyone, and welcome to Message from Your Guides. Today is February 1st, 2024. How is everyone doing after that full moon? To be honest with you, I have not been feeling very well. I thought I was having my period. I know I have my period always in full moon or a little after that. So my energy is always kind of like not so great. Like I get really tired, especially after the full moon and, close to my period. But this time around, I was experiencing something else. I got a lot of tensions in my body, achiness, um, especially in the joints, in my shoulder and my neck, and right over here, all the way to my head. And for a while, I couldn't really shake it off until I kind of go back into moving my body early in the day, especially right after I wake up. I go back into walking, do my qigong, and give myself a massage. It has helped me a little bit, but I know there's something else. I'm also boosting up my immune systems because I feel like I'm also having some inflammation internally, which I don't know where the inflammation is coming from, but I can tell just from the signs of it. My skin gets really dry, hair falling. I got thirsty a lot, and the inflammation can contribute to the inflammations on the joints as well. So I know we are in the Chinese metaphysics moving into the energy of the period 9, which is all about fire. Although this is currently the wood dragon, I'm not the expert to speak about this. I am actually going to be doing a workshop this Saturday, February 3rd, here in Jakarta with an expert on Chinese mythology. So I will, drop more of that here. But coming back into what I'm experiencing, and if you are also experiencing this, where you're feeling like there's a lot of tension, or you're probably getting some inflammation in the body, stiffness, really do move your body, get reconnected with your body. I've been just walking a lot, moving a lot, and ask my body, okay, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And even in my meditation, which I cannot hold for too long in being still, my meditation needs to be active this day. Again, if I'm starting to feel the tension coming in or the pain coming in, I ask, what do I need to listen? What am I hearing here? What do you need? What do you need? What are you trying to tell me? Because to be honest with you, I am that stubborn as well. I can be really busy here doing, especially right this week, with a lot of with my summit is coming into completions, and doing this workshop this Saturday. Just that this is going from one place to another, and then as well as dreaming up what's next. So yeah, my head is splitting open into so many different directions. And I have not been feeling, and this morning I'm being reminded, hey, I'm losing connection with my guides. I'm losing connections with you spirits, angels, whoever is that helping me. And I need to reestablish that connection. And the way to do it is getting really grounded in my body. I'm starting to drink some magnesium again. That's also been helpful to help me relax. With my mind, at one point, it becomes really scattered because when the body is just getting achy and tense, then my mind gets, and of possibly because of the inflammation, hence I wasn't feeling really good in the body, then the mind gets really loud and going into directions that I was like, whoa, what's going on here? So to calm the mind, I take some flower essences and some herbs, valerians, tinctures. That's what I take. So kind of help calm the mind so that the body can also relax, because this always connected. Either this, affect here or here affect that. So I like to treat holistically. So I treat my body, I also treat my mind. I listen to a lot of guided meditation. I went for a walk a lot. And yesterday, somebody recommended an electrolyte drink, which is basically a drink that is more hydrating. Um, I use, so in 1 cup or a glass, half part water, or if you like sparkling water, you can do that too. Half part coconut water, put some lemon in it. I actually just slice the lemon and drop it into the water. Himalayan salt, and if you like a little, if you don't have the tendency to have inflammation inside of you, if you're familiar with the Chinese as the heat, internal heat, or in the Vedic or the in the Vedic or the not Vedic, what is it called? Ayurveda. If you have you have a tendency to have the Pitta, um, then I would not recommend adding cayenne. But if you're more in the kapha, add a little bit of cayenne. If you're a little bit more on the vata, then a little ginger, dry ginger, but not too much, okay? Because you still want to keep everything in harmony and balance. So water, coconut water, lemon, Himalayan salt, a little bit of cayenne or ginger. That has been also helped me to hydrate, because with inflammation, if there's a lot of heat inside, it's nice to cool down. That body movement, mind, harmony, all of the above. So hopefully if you're experiencing something that's uncomfortable right now, some people are also saying this is also another ascension symptoms. There's just a lot of energies coming down. I also noticed there's a lot of solar flares happening. So take care of yourself, take care of your energy, do your energy work. If you need some help, you always have me. You can look up underneath this video with my contact information. But fine tune to what you need in this moment, because we are right now being invited to not just taking on remedies from outside, but really tuning in to what your body needs, to really tuning into your own inner guidance, to speak to your body, because your body is listening to you, is part of you. Your subconscious in your body. So if your body is starting to flare up, something inside of your subconscious is giving you a red flag. Hey, I need your attention here. You said you want to do this, but I'm not ready. Tell me what needs to be shifted. What needs to be reframed? What kind of belief, pattern, habit that needs to support you in whatever it is that you are committed to do. So notice that even your body giving you all this pain, aches, or resistance. I say it's also resistance. Your subconscious giving you resistance. Hence, it gives you kind of all kind of things in the body, right? Find out why. This is a great time to do your subconscious work, to do healings, to do therapy, reflection, work, journaling, do a free flow of writing, or do art therapy. But get it to the bottom of it, because as we're approaching the new moon and as we're moving toward the horizon, it's like, hey, okay, I really, really want this. And I know here in Asia, we are approaching the Chinese New Year. So we do want to celebrate New Year with a new note, a new energy, a new expectation, a new intention, right? So whatever it is that you need to let go, do that today. Okay, not today, this next few days. Well, we have time. Okay, new moon is next week on the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. So you have time, but don't delay. I am, again, have I told you? Well, maybe I have. I'm holding a workshop here in Jakarta. So if you happen to be in Jakarta, I'm gonna record it. So if the recording came out great, I might distribute that as well. But In the meantime, if you happen to be in Jakarta and would like to get some kind of not mind emotional therapy, some knowledge sharing and some healing, and getting to the energy of 2024 of the wood dragon with my friend, the Chinese metaphysic. Her name is Gabby. So we're going to combine force together to really give you that note, what you need to hold for 2024 for the wood dragon year. And because if you really hold that note, surround it with your intention and the energy is like, yes, this is exactly what I want. And I'm not going to go anywhere. One my mentor is putting it so brilliantly. If you're on like a tight rope and that's the only rope that you have to cross this, valley, then all you have is just your focus to be able to put one step after the other forward, because if you look right and left, potentially you're gonna fall into the valley, right? So really, this is what we're doing this Saturday from 10 to 3 o'clock. We're gonna give you what that note is, what that intention is, what the emotions that you need to hold, the passion to make it happen, to really focus on what your energy and keep walking toward that tightrope until you get to the end. The end means your destiny. Whatever it is that you want, you're already envision, it's yours. Okay. All right, let's go to the chord. Okay, ready? Let's do some breathing exercise. Close your eyes for a little bit. Take a deep breath in and out through your mouth. And when you inhale, I want you to pay attention to bring all the oxygen, allow the stomach to expand, and then bring it to the chest to expand. Before then, you exhale out. That way, you're bringing in a lot more of the chi into your body. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Really expand your body from the stomach and the chest, and exhale out. One more time. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Okay, I have 3 cards in front of me. Start to tuning in. What do you start to see? What color? What shapes? What symbols? What feelings? What words? Okay, this is card 1. So even with your eyes closed, with your mind's eyes, starting to see through this blue color, the back of the card, what do you notice? What color you notice? What shapes do you notice? What other drawings appear? In fact, right now, if you want to doodle, start doodling. Okay? All right. And then card B. Card 2. I need to stop switching around between A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. This is card 2. And notice what the color is that comes to your mind, shapes, words, maybe some feeling. And even right now, notice if it resonates with any part of your body. Or if you remember something, someone, whatever that is. Right? Card C. I got this. Card 3. All right. What do you see? What do you feel? Notice the symbol, the color. All right. So if you really are in up to a challenge, then watch all the cards, not just the card that you pick, and notice if you actually guess some part of the card, if not everything. I know this is a very complex card, so maybe you catch the color, catch the shape, get some words, get some message, whatever it is, play with it. This is part of training your intuition. Okay. Okay. All right. So, are we ready for the reveal? Ready. Card number one. I like this card. It's a lot of vitality because of the color. And it has the moon and the sun represented by the pearl and the gold. And it's kind of like the red, not a red dot, but like a dark dot. Somehow, something about this is also giving me that idea of a Kundalini rising. Yeah. And there's a lot of red here is a root color. So something about this is telling me that you are finally opening up that part of you, that sakti, right? That empowered vitality, that aliveness, right? And the card is also is 15 is the numerology, which is 6, which is the heart. And this feels like whatever it is that you just open, it has the connection with your heart, with your soul. That's why the energy feels like it's a everything is coming fully alive, energized. So if you're not feeling any kind of vitality right now, I invite you to really go out and do some exercise, especially some cardio, hard exercises to remind you what that feeling of energized vitality and aliveness feels like. Because maybe you've just been doing a lot of things, especially if you're doing a lot of works in front of the computer and you have been neglecting. I get it. You know, when you're busy, you're busy. You just can't somehow fit in everything all at the same time. Especially if you're a manifesting generator like me, it's really hard to just kind of like, go off the track. Once you put your head in something, you just have to complete it. So this card wants to remind you that you have achieved something, that you have opened up a new layer of you. Something is unfolding beautifully. So I want you to acknowledge that, no matter how you feel today. And whether this is your work, spiritual work, wealth building, whatever it is, you did it. You've made something, you've achieved something. All your efforts, I know once when you're putting yourself into such a intense, like, I really want to get there, I want to really achieve this, you probably feel all the body is resisting. You're feeling the aches, you're feeling the tiredness, but somehow everything is now integrating beautifully. may not you may not see it in this moment, although this is a great time to start reflecting on it, right? Everything that you have overcome has been integrated as a new, kind of like a transformed way of being, new skills, new intelligence, new, because like once you overcome a hump, right, that means whatever that you use in during that process, you get that as a skill, you get that as an intelligence, so that you don't have to worry if the same hump come again, that you don't have the skills or the intelligence to do so. The next time this come again, you're like, okay, I got it. You will be challenged with another one, but that's for a different story. Okay. This is a great time to give yourself that acknowledgement that whatever it is that you have accomplished, it is fulfilling not just something that outside of you, that you look for validation, but this is resonating deeply within yourself. So this is a reminder that you are fully connected and integrated with the work that you've done. That this is a time of acknowledgement, to know that you have done it, and um, really give yourself time to reconnect with everything. That sometimes when we are just going at something, we use everything that just kind of like, well, I don't care whatever else is going on. Let me just finish this. This is a time for giving yourself that, I got this. I got to this space, and allow that breath to also integrate everything within you. Notice that your heart is open. If you're finding yourself, feeling depleted, again, get your heart pumping again, get your body feel vitalized again, do your cardio routine, even as simple as go dancing. This is a great time of reckoning, knowing that everything is accomplished, it's done, it's integrated, you're a transformed person, and have fun. Reconnecting to the body in a fun way is a portal to access to your heart space, giving your heart a chance to reconnect and give you the message, whatever that message is, and allow the soul to really permeate your whole being. And this is your new you. Okay, this is your new you, a new way of being that you're gonna take on this next part of your life. So congratulations and enjoy this moment. Do your reflections, really acknowledge all that you have accomplished. Okay. Card number 2. This is a pretty card. I like it. First thing that you will see, of course, is you can see this as a butterfly or a moth. I like to call this a butterfly, or is it a moth? You decide. Good way of probably Google like what the moth means. And I like that there's this light in the darkness and the gold shapes here. And the card is called Mystical Sister. And to be honest with you, I didn't really, until I was looking at the card again, I didn't really look up the symbols in the middle. But what the card gives me the feeling is that you're not alone, especially if you're feeling that you're in a total darkness right now, in the middle of transformation, which makes sense as well with the symbols of a butterfly, because butterfly is also a symbol of transformation. And in this total darkness, there's the light, there's this gold. There's almost kind of like want to kind of like give you, if I may say, hug. It's there to support you, which is what a mystical sister is. And mystical sister, please do not think that it has to be a woman or a sister. This is just an archetype. It can be anything. It could be a friend that you have that knows that has a very nourishing energy toward you, that has an unconditional love bond with you, respect and honesty. It could also, doesn't have to be a person. This could also be a person who has passed, or an angel or spirit, and no, or ancestors that has a special bond with you, that you probably know she's there or he's there. But you probably only feel the present, you haven't not acknowledged it. Know that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. Your mystical sister is there with you, and your mystical sister wants to remind you that she is there. He's there. Your ancestor is there. It's waiting for you to reconnect, because they're there to support you, to let you know that you're not alone. That whatever you're going through, you are being protected, you are being supported. All you have to do is watch for the sign. You are being surrounded by your helpers. Okay, so you can tell these mystical sisters by their presence. They will never try to tell you what to do. They'll never try to fix you, judge you, or give you advice. Sometimes that's why you kind of like, are they really there? Because they're, you know, when they're there, when you know, you allow yourself to feel their presence and know that when their presence is acknowledged, you feel the sense of calmness. Something inside you tell you that everything's going to be okay. That yeah, there's just this hump that you have to, you know, you have to experience right now, but everything's going to be okay. That if you give that trust to the mystical sister, they will guide you in giving you the solution that you need. So whoever this is that comes to your mind right now, know that is that you intuitively know who this mystical sister is. This card is inviting you to feel their presence, to know that they're there always, all the time. Don't slip into your own depleting thoughts, especially when it's starting to kind of like backpedal into things that you know yourself that you have accomplished a lot, that you have overcome a lot, that your depleting thoughts is just going to put you back into that position that you know that you're not that person anymore. Okay, so reach out to this mystical sister. If they happen to be somebody who's alive and present in this world right now, give them a call, ask for help, tell them this is what I'm going through. What, you know, is there a solution to this? And listen, really listen without judgment, just listen, because they might have something that you need to hear right now. And if this is some energy that is beyond this life, then again, it's the same thing. They're present alone. You need their presence to calm you because they're always there. The only reason why you're in your mind or you're going crazy or having all these weird worries and anxieties because you're not allowing that connection, that they're there to help you, because allow that presence to be here and you'll feel that calmness again and listen what messages wants to come through. Okay, so tend the flame of your relationship with your mystica sister, or if you're in the capacity that you know that you are a mystica sister, then be a mystica sister to somebody else. Okay, because there are a lot of people who need you to help them in whatever space and capacity that you can give. All right, last card. It is the autumn card. Woo, I love it. I love autumn. I love fall. Although it does kind of feel fiery, huh? It's like California fire season. Um, Not my favorite season because I have the experiences of the forest behind. Well, I kind of live in a hill, and the hill behind me, all the brushes were on fire. So it does kind of look like this, and it's hot and it's uncomfortable, and it was fall, which is supposed to be a time of kind of like relaxing, cool temperature, but we were like, ah. However, if we understand about nature, fire in nature, and you know, clearing out the brushes, the brush. I lost that right there. Fire and the forest. As much as we fear them, it's part of a cycle of clearing out. It's a part of a cycle of, all right, let's move on to a new one. But before that, we need to create space for it. We need to clear whatever it is, um, to to clear all the decays, all the old things that are not useful anymore needs to be broken down. Because one is destroyed or broken down, then the space is clear again for the new leaves to appear, for the new things to appear, for the new trees, new establishment to sprout bigger and even bigger than possibly what they were before. So This autumn means that you are going through that process, or you are being invited. You're not being forced to, but you are being invited. This is the season after you've seen all the fruits of your labors. You might even still like, oh my God, let's harvest this. These are all so amazing. Now, the key with harvesting is, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to just sit with them and eat them all and make yourself feel sick because you eat too much, I don't know, mangoes? Or you have all of this, you put some for yourself, store some for, a few days. I still like to eat some mangoes, so let's put them there. But then what are you going to do with the rest of them? The natural way of doing things are to give them away, to give it to somebody else. You sell it, give it away, whatever you want to do. The same thing with forest. You're done with it, swipe it, clear it, clean it. In the forest way, we're just gonna put a fire. But in a farm, then you give those whatever that you harvest to somebody else so that other people can enjoy it. So in your work, in whatever that you have accomplished, what is it that you can give away? Meaning not, I don't know, give away means like, oh, am I supposed to just give for free or things like that? No. Share the wisdom, share the wealth, share whatever it is that you can share. One reminder about money. Money is energy. Energy needs to flow, right? So money comes to you. If you can hoard it and you're just gonna accumulate it and you sit on it, what happened? The energy of money gets stuck with you. So in order for the money to flow, because once it flows, it wants to come back to you, right? It flows again, come back to you again. Flow, 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 flow. So if you really want this to flow back to you and allowing the flow to go even bigger, then have habit or have practice to give that money, whether it's to buy something or it's to get yourself more knowledge or to give as donation to other people. The key here is to keep the energy flowing. So same thing with this invitation. How are you keeping the energy of abundance flowing within you? What are you doing about it? Now that you have accomplished and probably accumulated some of them, are you just gonna hoard it and keep it stuck within you? Or are you gonna let it flow? And as the seasons start again later after autumn, winter, and things are getting planted in spring, it will grow back and it will come back to replenish you. So again, remember, don't hoard. Keep the flow moving. This is just a cycle. It's inviting you to see the big picture. What needs to be clear out? What needs to be reorganized, right? Look back at the journey, celebrate the win, let go of the loss, take the learning, and start clearing out so that you are going to have a great season in front of you. Okay? One of ways to do this, as I mentioned in the beginning, for this time, do a lot of journaling, do mind therapy, art therapy, hypnotherapy, any type of rewiring will help you so much during this time. Okay, that's it for me today. I hope these messages are resonating with you. Please share me which card that you have guessed correctly, or which card that resonated most with you, and which messages that resonated with you. Until next week, we're gonna be heading into a new moon next week. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, stay happy, everyone, and keep your energy flowing. Bye now.